Hello, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is your monthly message for January 2021 and beyond, whenever the universe nudges you to watch. I do consider these readings timeless, so whether you watch at the upload time or sometime after, if you feel that intuitive, I guess, poke or push to watch, there may indeed be a message here for you. At the end of the day, though, these messages are general, so I can't possibly expect to connect with everybody watching, although I hope you manage to find a message here. But if you don't, that's okay. You could always check out my other YouTube videos. I have a playlist of pick-a cards, and I also have a playlist of other timeless zodiac sign readings. You might find another message that would connect better. So Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, we want one card to act as the main energy for January 2021 and beyond. Again, whenever the universe nudges you to watch. So Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising signs, and Venus signs. What is the main energy for this reading for January 2021 and beyond, whenever the universe nudges you to watch? Okay. Wow. Okay, so we have the Sun. Open your heart to the enormous growth ahead, Scorpio. It's beautiful energy to have. So let's see if we can get at least 3 cards here. If I need more, I will pull more. But let's see. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for January 2021 and beyond, whenever the universe nudges you to watch. So Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Let's see. Okay, so we have the 8 of Cups. The Knight of Pentacles, so that's a sign of progress in the right direction. Whoa, we have the King of Pentacles. I'm going to grab one more. And the 2 of Pentacles. Okay, so what that 2 of Pentacles felt like to me right away was that you're going to be really busy. Okay, you're going to be a busy bee. You're going to be managing a couple things. You're going to have your hands full, okay? And I think it's because of something that you are moving towards with the energy. Okay, with the energy of the 8 of Cups, and then we have the Knight of Pentacles directly after, right? We see that you are making progress after a situation with the 8 of Cups that maybe you have moved on from, or you have literally left behind. It can be something figurative that you've left behind. It could be something very literal that you left behind. You could have left behind a place. You could have left behind a job. You could have left behind a relationship. You could have left behind a mindset, okay? An environment that wasn't working for you. Whatever those 8 cups represent that you left behind, you're moving, you're on the move with the Knight of Pentacles here and making progress from it. And it's steady progress. Sometimes it could be slow and steady, but nonetheless, slow and steady wins the race. So when we get the Knight of Pentacles, we know that this energy is very methodical. It dots all the I's, crosses all the T's, does everything in a way that is going to work out for the long term. It doesn't do anything that's going to be brash or too quick without thinking it through. When this energy decides to make a move, it does it in a way that's going to last for the long haul. Okay? So you can rest assured that the movement that you're making and the progress that you're making, maybe after leaving something behind, maybe 2020, right? 2020 could definitely be those 8 of Cups that you're leaving behind. But nonetheless, you're moving in the direction of stability and I almost want to say structure, and I guess maybe because the King of Pentacles is sitting right next to the Knight, right? It comes directly after. And another beautiful thing about this is that we see that progress from the Knight of Pentacles to the King. So it's more progression, okay? You're leveling up from the Knight to a King after leaving whatever this was over here behind with the 8 of Cups. The 8 of Cups is a soul-searching energy. Kind of reminds me of the Hermit in some ways. And a lot of the court card, or not the court cards, I'm sorry, a lot of the minors and the major arcanas kind of correlate to one another in certain ways. But the 8 of Cups does remind me of the Hermit because both are soul-searching energies. The person usually depicted in the 8 of Cups is on a mission to find what fulfills it emotionally, spiritually. Those 8 of Cups probably aren't going to be enough to fulfill what the person in the card is searching for. And when you get to a point where you realize you can't build much more than just 8 cups, you have to get to a point where you decide, okay, am I going to stay and just be satisfied with 8 cups, or am I going to go on my search for 9 cups and 10 cups, which I know that I'm worthy of, right? gets to a point where you know that you're worthy of more than what you're experiencing at this very moment. And then you decide to take the step in the direction of what you deserve. This is not a card of settling. Definitely not a card of settling. Why settle for just 8 cups when you can have 10? You know, you'll hear me say that very often. Why settle for 8 cups when you can have 10? Okay. The Knight of Pentacles energy is definitely that movement. Once you've made that choice to leave something behind that wasn't doing the job, right? The 8 of Cups wasn't doing the job. It wasn't cutting it for you anymore. So then you walk in the direction and you take that action. Night cards are always about movement, action, momentum, speed, and traveling. So I do see this as you traveling in the direction of what's going to fulfill you, maybe even materialistically, because we have lots of pentacles here. So you could be in search of manifesting money. You could be on the move towards making that money. We have the King of Pentacles here, and that's a very, him and the King of Wands and the King of Pentacles are both very entrepreneurial spirits. In other words, the Knight of Wands is all about creating, and then the King of Pentacles is all about making that money. So both of them have the potential, though, to make money and be creative with their money. So when I think of those cards, and you do have the King of Pentacles here, yeah, this is definitely about you being focused on your coin and looking to level up, maybe in your finances, maybe in your material life, maybe in your physical environment, maybe even your health, because it's all about the Pentacles. The Pentacles focus on the physical, whether it be the roof over your head, the place where you live, your money in the bank, your physical health and well-being. It's all about the material focus. So it does feel like you're walking away from something that's not emotionally fulfilling you or not satisfying you or giving you enough of what you need, Scorpio. And you're headed in the direction of what will give you that prosperity and abundance in whatever form it comes in. So if it's a business endeavor, career move you're making, whatever you're seeking, that is definitely going to yield more fruit. Because if we could look at the King of Pentacles, he does have the grapevines above. So I'm definitely looking at this like, yeah, you're walking the direction of what is going to prosper you, give you what you need. And the Sun is at your back. We do have the Sun card. So when it says open your heart to the enormous growth ahead, we're talking about your success. And a moment of clarity when you decide, okay, I know what I need to do. I know where I need to go. I know how I need to move forward, right? Because the Sun does bring that clarity. And once you get that moment of clarity, then you move forward. So I think you've gotten, or you will be getting, let's say if you haven't gotten that aha moment or moment of clarity as of yet, it looks like a moment like that will be arriving, and then it'll give you the push that you need to leave something behind that's really not cutting it for you anymore. And with the Sun at your back, you know, you're going to be guided and shown the way in a sense that you're not going to be in the dark over here like the 8 of Cups was, right? You're not going to be in the dark anymore because the Sun does shine and enlighten you to a few things. Maybe even enlighten you to a few things that need to change. And the only way you're going to get that change is if you walk in the direction of it with the 8 of Cups. But there's money coming in, or there's some form of prosperity or something that's going to come through to help you make that move. And give you that extra boost of confidence that you are secure. Again, the grounded energy of the Pentacles. You are secure. You are safe. You are stable. You will have what you need to make this move or make this change. You're not going to be left in the dark. Again, the Sun is showing that. The thing is that when this finally happens, when you make that move with the Knight of Pentacles and go in the direction of what's going to truly fulfill you and have, you know, new prosperity, you know, kind of be developed for you, it's going to keep your hands full. You're going to be busy. Okay, sometimes I look at the 2 of Pentacles like a busy bee. You know, you're juggling many hats. You have your hands full. You have a lot going on, right, that you have to manage. So you're going to be really busy. So you can expect things to, I feel like with the Knight of Pentacles, move you in the right direction towards prosperity and abundance, but at the same time, it's going to keep your hands full. Maybe full of coins, right? But it'll be a little bit of a juggling act in the material world, right? Sometimes I look at the Two of Pentacles as an energy that has to learn how to juggle work and play and keep a healthy balance in your physical everyday life versus, you know, your personal life or whatever else matters to you. You know, it is a little bit of a juggling act. So be prepared that once you make the shift that you need to make, that you're going to have a lot going on as a result of what you're walking into. Right? You're leaving something else behind, but you're walking into something else entirely. But the something else that you're walking into will keep you busy. And it will be a little bit of a balancing act, I feel, at first, right? To manage the work, the play, the money, your downtime versus your busy time, you know, life work management, you know, we all go through that. It's a little bit of an up and down until we find the right balance with the Two of Pentacles, but it's not anything you can't handle, because if that was the case, the guy in the card would have dropped those pentacles by now. Okay, that's why it's like a little bit of a juggling act card. But isn't that a good thing, right? If you're juggling good things, that's cool. You know, that's just part of the blessings, right? You might be multitasking with the Two of Pentacles as well, especially if it's personal goal oriented, money oriented, work related. Definitely juggling a lot of things going on in your busy life because things are prospering. And when things are prospering, yeah, you will have more responsibilities, you know. You might struggle at first to manage your time and get a hold on this new way of being. But the Sun card is saying, look, there's enormous growth. Absolutely, yes, after you leave these 8 cups. You want it to grow. You want it to prosper. You want it to become 10 cups, right? Or 9 cups to the 10 cups. Just like you want an 8 of Pentacles to then become the 9 of Pentacles and then the 10 of Pentacles. You know, you want that growth. And it does look like you are moving in the right direction to seek that growth, which you do eventually have and achieve, Scorpio, with this King of Pentacles. It is a beautiful progression from a knight to a king. You totally skipped the Queen of Pentacles altogether. You went straight from a knight to a king. So it is definitely a leveling up, whether it be in your physical, material world, maybe even a leveling up in personal growth as well. And I can see that because, again, the 8 of Cups is a spiritual energy when it does that soul searching. So you could have had a leveling up even in your spiritual life as well, but it's resulting in prosperous things because you've had that level up. And it feels like the Two of Pentacles is just saying, busy, busy bee. Like you're going to have your hands full, but it's all in a good way. It's all in a good way because you're prospering now with the King of Pentacles. And you are taking steady steps towards your growth, towards expanding yourself. Maybe earning better income. So some of you with the King of Pentacles especially could definitely get a pay increase, or some form of prosperity or money could be coming in to bless you and prosper you up, or kind of level up your current situation financially. You might have to like move some things around in your budget with the Two of Pentacles, like move some money around and, you know, basic things like that. But it's not anything you can't handle. So I do feel like success is coming your way with the Sun energy and the King of Pentacles. I think that success is going to make you a very busy person. But you'll have your hands full of good things, is what this is saying to me. All right, so we have intuition, okay? And that falls to me, it falls in line with the 8 of Cups, and I'll explain in a minute. We have the voice. That's also an energy of inner intuition or knowing. And more earth energy. Look at that. I'm going to grab one more. Aha. Okay, so the Arcana card has been popping up a lot. Again, that falls in line with the greater mystery of life too, unfolding in front of you. But let me start with these two cards, because the intuition and the voice do go together in a sense that intuitive energy and your inner voice, same thing, right? Your inner voice is what speaks to you through intuition. These two cards fall in line with the Eight of Cups, and we all must listen to that, and we all must, you know, eventually walk in the direction of that. So what is our inner voice telling us we need to do? What is our instincts telling us we need to do? Intuitively, are we listening to that inner voice? Are we listening to our intuition when we hear the call? And are we acting upon it and moving in the direction of that? That's the thing. The Eight of Cups does move in the direction of its inner voice, or its inner knowing. There's the inner knowing, its inner voice, and its inner calling. And here, over here with the Knight of Pentacles, it's like you're finally doing that, right? And you're moving, you're listening to your intuition, but guess what? That's putting you on the path to your stability, your well-being, more earth energy. Again, your physical surroundings being stable and secure, maybe your money being secure as well. It's a very grounded energy. So the direction that you're moving into is one that's very stable and strong, secure for the long haul. You know, the earth energy is definitely, I think of it as things that are built to last, you know. You invest in things that are built to last. King of Pentacles definitely builds a kingdom on things that are meant to last. Things that, and tangible things as well. So these are tangible gifts and blessings that you are walking into with the King of Pentacles. And these are tangible blessings that you are moving towards and building towards. And successfully achieving too. Because of the Sun energy and the fruitful energy in this King of Pentacles card, you know, you are yielding a lot of fruit via the choices that you're making and the moves that you're making as well. So I feel like physical, tangible blessings, you're walking into them right now. But the other side of the coin is that you're going to have your hands full with the blessings that you're receiving. With the Two of Pentacles especially. The Arcana energy does talk about the greater mystery of life unfolding for you. In mysterious ways at that. But also ones that are, you know, kind of meant for you, okay, but also in alignment with your spiritual world. Because this is a very spiritual energy, right? The greater mysteries within oneself and within the universe. Those things do eventually get revealed to us. So if it kind of feels like this is your path, this is where you're meant to go, this is what Spirit already has in mind for you, and you're hearing the call, okay, with this energy especially, you know, Spirit is calling out, you are following that guidance and that path that you're taking with this Eight of Cups is very intuitively based or intuitively led. And it feels like as a result of you listening to the call or heeding the call, you know, the mystery, the greater mystery of where this call is taking you is going to be revealed in a beautiful way. So I really do feel like the things that you're juggling here with the Two of Pentacles are really just blessings coming in and trying to manage everything as it unfolds. But nonetheless, know that you're stable and secure, and that Spirit literally is holding it down for you in a way. Like this is your time to move into your blessings. You know, this is enough of what wasn't working with the Eight of Cups. Enough of what really wasn't making you happy or fulfilling you or giving you the full picture of what you deserve. Because now it does feel like you're moving into what is really meant for you. I know we don't see like a Ten of Pentacles on the table, but I feel the Ten of Pentacles energy coming from that King of Pentacles here. Because those are huge gains. So they could be material gain. It could also be, you know, spiritual gain, but you're making huge gains here. And the direction that you are moving into is really one that is part of, I almost want to say, and I know I don't have like a spider on the table, but I'm getting vibes of like the grand design of your life. And that's coming from this card over here. So let's see if we can get a couple of making magic cards. And then what I'm going to do, Scorpio, is roll for some angel numbers with the dice, okay? So let's see. What else do we get? Okay. Wow. Okay, so we have perseverance, the motivation to keep going despite the odds. Okay. And that's kind of that feeling from the sun, because the sun does show you the way. And oftentimes the Eight of Cups doesn't know where the journey is going to lead, in a sense that, you know, it's kind of walking by the light of the moon, and the moon can create a veil over a situation, but nonetheless it has to follow its inner knowing and inner calling anyway, and go in the direction of what it feels it deserves, right? And that does require strength and perseverance. To follow one's intuition does require inner strength. Look at you, persevering, you know? Even if it means leaving what's comfortable with the Eight of Cups, you know? You're showing your strength, and you're also showing your trust in spirit by moving in the direction of what, you know, calls you, rather than settling for what's comfortable. So that's amazing. That's saying you will persevere. Let's see what else we get. And we see that perseverance here, because you end up leveling up so well, like a King of Pentacles. You have it all. You're gonna have it all. You're gonna have all that you need and then some, in excess, and infinite, like infinite supply. All right. So it says, Dragonfly, you bring light to this world. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, if you're settling for Eight Cups, are you truly shining your light to the best possible way? If you're not really fulfilled in where you are, or what you're doing, or who you're with, are you able to shine your light with just 8 cups and being, you know, satisfied with less than what you deserve? Probably not. You know, the dragonfly is also a symbol of change. So you're making changes that you need in order to shine your best. And the more you shine like the sun, right? The more you are your best self, the more light you bring into the world. Don't dim your light, right, with just 8 cups. That's telling me, at least. Okay, so we have achievement. Win the award, accolade, or contract. So this perseverance and achievement to me go hand in hand. When you persevere, you will achieve. It's because you didn't give up on yourself or settle for 8 cups that now you're moving in the direction of your King of Pentacles. And you're going to have you're going to have a busy life with the 2 Pentacles. You're going to have some things to manage and juggle at first, but it'll be so worth it. All right, so you're on to achieving things. I love that. Success and achievement with the sun. You're going to get the contract. So some of you were looking for a work contract. That's definitely saying you're going to get the job, right? You might have to leave something with the 8 of Cups. You know, sometimes the 8 of Cups can talk about something that you have been with for a while, or that you've put time into. You know, you built up 8 cups with that thing. But sometimes the 8 cups isn't enough, especially if it's not yielding anymore, right? Because we know that there's 2 other cups out there. So sometimes that 8 of Cups isn't going to yield the 9 or the 10 that we're really looking for. So then we have to go out and get it elsewhere. So you might end up leaving something behind in order to achieve more. And the achievement card is basically saying, look, you're going to win that thing that you're looking for. Whatever that 10 of Cups, let's say, that the 8 of Cups is searching for, whatever that 10 of Cups means to you. Your perseverance and not settling for less than what you deserve is what's going to help you to achieve more. So, if you're not familiar with my channel, what I do is I roll a dice for angel numbers. The angel numbers once interpreted, can provide additional messages that you need personally and or confirm some things already said in this reading. I always encourage you to do your own research because there could be other synchronicities that Spirit needs you to find along the way in that research. I also don't want to recommend a source because at the end of the day, it might not be one that you connect with. And I wouldn't want the magic to be lost in that if it's a source that I recommend and then you don't connect with. So I always recommend that you find your own magic, I guess, and look up the numbers for yourself. You might find some much needed other synchronicities along the way. Okay, so all you have to do is Google whatever number comes up and you'll get, you know, a couple sources of interpretation to give you those additional messages via the numbers. Okay, so let's see what we get for you, Scorpio. All right, so that is a 9. You see that? That's definitely a 9. And that's a 4 and a 3. So that's 9, 7. Okay, 9, 7. Just double checking. Yeah, because the glare on these dice are really hard to read. 9, 7, and we have 8. So there you go. 978 is your angel number, Scorpio. Okay, I'm going to leave this here. So go ahead and look up that number and see what it says for you. If you feel that this has helped, by all means, leave me a comment. Let me know in the comment section down below. Share it with somebody if you feel it might help them. Like, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Maybe even click the bell for notifications so you don't miss out on future content. And if you want to book a personal reading with me, all you have to do is check me out on Etsy. All my information is in the description box down below. You can check out to see what readings I have available there. And I also make handmade crystal jewelry so you can see some of my art as well. So much love to you. Be blessed, be safe, take care wherever you are, and keep shining.